We're here at Edinburgh Castle at the Scottish National War Memorial, where we have just launched the Scottish Commemorations programme. The first event of that will be a drumhead service at the esplanade of Edinburgh Castle on August the 10th.
Well, we're here for the announcement of the first and in many ways the key event in the World War I commemorations programme for Scotland. It'll take place on Sunday the 10th of August, and it'll be in the form of a drumhead service on the esplanade with hopefully just over 8,000 spectators to watch it, drawn from all over Scotland. And then a march down the Royal Mile and finally a replica war grave down in Holyrood Park, where all of those taking part can pay their respects to those who died during the First World War.
When I was first approached to chair the Scottish Commemorations panel by the Cabinet Secretary Fiona Hislop, I took a long time to consider it because I was conscious of the need to set the correct tone and to have the right approach to commemoration, not to celebration, but to commemoration. And when I accepted the great responsibility, it was on three grounds. Firstly, in terms of education, secondly, in terms of genealogy, and thirdly, in terms of legacy. It's a tremendous educational opportunity for us when we think of what's going on in the Ukraine, what's going on in Syria at this time, how easy it is for humankind to lapse into war. Do we not need to look more clearly at compromise, at mediation, so that we avoid these unnecessary conflicts that can lead to such great and timeless tragedies?
Well, it's important that Scotland commemorates the First World War in looking at the different events that had a particular significance and impact in Scotland, and that is why the Scottish Commemorations panel, which I appointed, very ably chaired by Norman Drummond, has put together a programme of 8 key events in particular. And of course the soldiers and the sailors and the other military personnel who lost their lives, or indeed many who came back, were never the same again, were disabled as part of the conflict. So we must remember for lessons to be learned, and that's why we have the slogan of what do we learn from this. But also I think the younger generation want to know about what shaped society after the First World War, why things happened the way they did. And we should always question, but we should always commemorate, we should always remember, and that's what we're doing with the Scottish Commemorations.